this may be the last episode of Convergence or the second to last. We'll see how quickly the party wants to move. So I figured I'd start off with like a question, like we do now apparently. What's everyone's favorite horror trope? Like mine, I love ghost ships. The idea of haunted, abandoned ship out at sea or space, I think, is really fucking cool. I'm curious what everyone else's favorite trope is.
I don't know. I kind of probably go back and forth between ghost ships and vampires. I've my entire life I've always been obsessed with vampires.
I can just imagine you sitting there reading Twilight,
Hey,
rubbing
Those aren't
fucking
vampires.
body
hey,
glitter
Real
all over
vampires.
yourself.
hey! Back in high school, I read through the entire Twilight series, and it really is a great read. The movies suck, but the books are fantastic.
Okay, I have less respect for you now because you're a terrible choice in literature. I tried to read through, got about halfway through the first one, and I'm like, I'm not feeling it.
Oh, I actually really enjoyed
I
the
don't
entire
know.
series, and it might have been middle school. I don't know. It was a long fucking time ago. Either way, uh, off topic. I just finished "Can't Hurt Me" by David Goggins. Fantastic fucking read. Everybody needs to read it. Back to the horror trope.
Anna was going to say something.
Oh, I was just agreeing with you, Garrett. I think the Twilight books are actually pretty decent.
Yeah, the books were
I like
pretty
vampire
decent.
stuff.
Like,
Or like Deep Ocean.
No, and like, fucking Deep Ocean. I need to find the story. You'd like it, Nicholas. It's a classic Lovecraft story. It's about a fucking German U boat going way too deep.
see, I've never
That
really
sounds good.
got the deep ocean trope. Like, it's never really freaked me out. Subnautica, fantastic series.
See, most like horror movies and books that I've read, none of them really freak me out. I just more enjoy them.
Yeah, like
Especially
being
like
lost at
I would say
sea.
vampires too.
It's like being lost at sea, terrifying as fuck. Just because it's deep water, meh.
Well, I think the one thing, like,
I'm
and
just thinking more like see like the Indianapolis, you know.
oh yeah, that would suck. But I think like it's horrifying, like example of the trope that actually like I find freaky. Like imagine the stuck in space or stuck in the middle of the ocean or stuck under the ocean or like where there's literally nothing. Like there's you're completely isolated and something horrible is happening.
Stuck,
Or like up in the Arctic.
right, stuck in the middle of the ocean or stuck out in space are probably the two scariest things to me.
What about you, Jacob? What keeps you up at night?
I don't know if anything keeps me up at night, but I would say my favorite horror trope, I mean, just really is just like the general occult. I love like either otherworldly or like ghost, things being tied to like rituals or things like that where they come or like they're tied to a specific event where like if you
Oh,
end
yeah,
up doing this event.
that's number two for me. Like
Yeah.
the idea of like ancient religions and like occultish practices, summoning horrors. Like I love that. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
fucking being a handler for Delta Grade.
Right.
But yeah. I just love the idea of a ghost ship. It's so like freaky in a way.
And Ghost Ship's good. I mean, ghost stories in general are just awesome. Like any like it can get tired and not everybody does it well, but like a good ghost story, like
Yeah, like the Haunting of Bly Manor or the Haunting of Hill House. Those were really good.
I don't think the
Ghost.
movies were always executed perfectly, but like the Insidious world of those ghosts, like I love those ones as well. Like the ghosts coming to try and replace people or like
That
take
one's
over
pretty
bodies. Like I love that kind of idea. Like fuck, like kind of like fucking with that shit is going to get you replaced by a ghost, or they're
See,
going to take over your body. Kind of thing.
right.
I
See,
love
I do like good like demon tropes too. Like one of my all-time favorites is the Nun.
the Nun is really good.
Yeah.
When it comes to ghost stories, it's hard for anything to beat The Shining for me. How the whole time you're left guessing if whatever's happening is real, or if it's just in the mind of like people trapped in isolation.
See, that's how I feel the
Yeah.
Nun is the first time that you watch it. It's a mind fuck. You know, you're trying to keep up what you.
It was like The Ring. The Ring is another really good one.
But yeah, I feel like it's hard to do a good ghost story though. Like depending on the media too. Like
Yeah.
like movies, it's way too often they just turn into like dumb jump scares where the characters have to be complete morons to justify whatever's going on.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, if I saw half the shit that these people see in the house they just bought, like in fucking act one of the movie, I'm selling the
No.
house immediately.
Yeah,
leaving
bye. See ya. Never fucking living there. Fuck off.
I feel
I'll spend my time in a hotel.
I feel like that trope is way worse with slasher movies though. I feel like in ghost films sometimes like you're just like in denial that like ghost horror sometimes is just like you're still not sure that it's not just in your head. Like everybody's telling you it's in your head and you're crazy and like you think you're seeing stuff, but like the person's already kind of like normally not, in the best mental shape that it's going on, so they don't know completely. Like that is like I think more common there versus like you get into a slasher and it's literally just stupid people doing stupid stuff. You're just like, why would you do any of that? Like, why would you do
Well,
any of the
yeah.
things you're doing?
I'm like
None of the
50
actions
50
you
on
make
the
make sense.
slasher thing. Because if you look at like the originals, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, um,
There's some good ones.
Jason, like if you look at the originals or Scream, like it makes more sense. It's just in order to make sequels, everyone had to get stupider each sequel.
That's
Yeah.
true. The sequels never made sense.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, Freddy's a good one to begin with because of the way he kills. It's kind of unavoidable. There's not much you can do there.
Yeah,
Um,
just don't fall asleep.
I think it's like early 2000 slashers got like was where it got really bad. I think. We're just like,
There was
what are any of you doing right now?
a lot of horrible horror movies that came out in the early 2000s. Like it's funny, the early 2000s were like some of the best movies ever made, but like there was like so many horrible horror movies, but it was also the best time for parody movies. Like the
Yeah.
first two scary movies are like all-time greats.
They are.
Those are hilarious. Yeah.
You
I've never actually
one
seen
of-
them before.
One of the
You-
more.
Okay,
It's
Nicholas, you have a fucking homework you need to give your wife.
I
To
guess
watch
so.
the first two scary movies because I still quote to this day, "Grab my good hand."
so it's 8 years old now, but I still count it as like one of the more recent horror movies I really enjoyed. Is the Bye Bye Man. You can't say his name, you can't think his name, and if you do, like, just unavoidable shit and death happens around you.
Isn't that kind of like the Candyman?
Yeah, it's very similar in concept.
I'm a fan of the "you deserved it," like you did something that immediately led to your downfall. Like if we're talking great horror movies, we can't not talk about The Thing, which I think is one of the best done horror movies ever.
It is
Like,
pretty good.
I don't feel like The Thing was like, oh, you absolutely deserved it though. Like,
well, the person was trying to kill the dog and was telling them to kill the dog, and they brought. I like it when people bring about their own destruction.
Right.
I love the Greek tragedy of it, like how Caesar was killed to save Rome, but in doing so destroyed the Roman Republic.
Right.
Like it's just so tragic and beautiful, and like human nature. But let's not get too deep into philosophy and let's figure out how you guys are going to handle what's going on here in Delta
What
Green.
about my turn?
Oh, you want your turn? Sorry, Anna.
I know. Just forget about me, guys. It's all
No,
right.
It's
no,
'cause you're a
I'm
woman.
I'm curious to hear.
Typical Zach being sexist.
What else?
Look,
No.
I care. Look, I care about roughly 70% of your opinion.
All right, fair enough. I was gonna bring something a little bit different to the table, and this is just mostly because like my version of horror and what I find creepy is just different. But this is coming from a place of me growing up with like creepy pastas, like oh, the lost video game, Pokemon Black, or whatever it was, and like
Jeff the Killer.
Jeff the Killer, Ben Drowned, like all the very
Slender Man.
Slender Man, all that creepy shit. But and these aren't really necessarily movies, and there was a movie that was like an experimental movie that came out within the last couple years that kind of go along with it. But analog horror is probably one of my favorite horror tropes.
Like the Blair Witch Trial.
Yeah, like found footage,
I do like
psycho
that a lot.
psychological horror aspect where like there's kind of like a little bit of everything mixed in depending on like what analog horror you're looking at. It can either be like a demonic influence, it could be just like some otherworldly influence, or just the downfall of whatever, based off of their own action. So it's kind of like a little bit of everything. Um, like for example, right now my favorite, this is like a YouTube series, don't come at me, but The Walton Files is really good. It's like an ongoing series. It's basically like FNAF in a way, where it's like, oh, robots, pizzerias, dead people, blah blah blah. But like it does horror so well that it gives off more like an unsettling feeling rather than just like it relies on like cheap jump scares to kind of like rile you up.
Yeah, no, I do like. I feel like horror is like 95% setup and like 5% is the actual execution of the horror. Like if you
Pretty
like
much.
95% of it's just building up the dread.
Pretty much, yeah. But like that's why I like analog horror, because there's like a sense of dread like the entire time. And you don't like there are some like expected moments, I guess, where it's like a little predictable, but the other times like when it gets you, it kind of gets you. You're like, oh shit.
I do have to shout out. I do love monster of the week type horror tropes, not like some classic fucking skinwalkers and shit. Gotta love it.
Mm.
If you ever want some good horror stories, for a long time on the Weapons Board of 4chan, they were doing like skinwalker stories in green text, and they were always great. Some were hilarious, some were spooky. Always great little stories that no one ever talks about anymore.
Mm. Oh, I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys have ever like listened to it, but the No Sleep podcast on Spotify actually has some pretty good scary stories to listen to, like if you're ever bored. Like one story I think actually got turned into a book called Pen Pal, and I heard and Nick and I listened to it. It's really good.
Some of them suck though.
Yeah, some of
Yeah,
them kind of suck ass.
I
But
listen to Creepcast for all of my fucking horror stories because they are
oh, it's isn't Creepcast with like Meat Canyon and stuff?
Meat Canyon and Wendigoon and fucking Meat Canyon. In the latest episode, I'm not spoiling anything, but they go through a whole comedic bit where it's talking about a clown who's a grief counselor who has a whoopee cushion in his chair.
Oh gosh. Oh,
And
so
it's
that did you see like their urban spook Creepcast?
probably
The one with the painter and like, oh, it's the painter left behind all these paintings of their victims or whatever, and they're like pretty grotesque or whatever.
I may have seen that one. I haven't seen them all, but I've seen like the majority of them.
I was gonna
And
say urban spook. It's something.
yeah, I like how they acknowledge stories are dumb and they're like they take the piss out of them. I love it.
Yeah, pretty
Like
much.
the one classic. I'm sure you know this one, Anna. It's like the I made a bet with my friend to ruin my life or something like that.
Uh-huh.
When they do a reading of that, like, because it gets so dumb and like super trench coat edgy, like Breaking Benjamin, I don't even walk around in gym class, I sit in the corner type edgy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like the whole time, Meat Canyon's just making the voice of the like main antagonist be like, I knew you would do that. And it's so great.
That checks out.
Yeah, it's great. But let's get back to Convergence. So, just a little recap of what happened last session. You guys all went to the reservoir, and you noticed some sand on the beach that was subject to extreme heat and turned into, I can't remember the exact name of it, but like a melted glass. That's like happens sometimes when there's lightning strikes. You also noticed to the north of the reservoir, some of the tops of trees were burnt. You didn't see anything else there. You decided to go check out the green box. And you found a bunch of odd things, some odd movies. Just, it was a wonderful experience for all of you. Then you dipped out from the green box and went to head back to the reservoir at night, to which you all woke up in your rooms. Some of you with physical changes to your bodies, others with horrible nightmares of an operating table and bright lights and being cold, and realizing that overnight 5 days has seemed to pass. And so now you're awake. It's been 5 days. It's technically been 7 days in this town, a full week. What are you going to do next?
I was gonna say, so since we woke up or anything, have we been feeling any sort of like voracious hunger by any chance? Like, are we feeling a little peckish at the moment, like more so than usual?
No, you all feel fine, actually.
Okay. Because
I'm just gonna.
Jordy doesn't. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
I'm gonna go up to Jordy and fucking douse her in that spray.
You're gonna. Well, I was gonna say, or did we all like even like get up and like see each other, or did we all just kind of get up and go to
You
the
were the
bathroom?
first one. You were the first one up, Jordy, and you found out it's been 5 days.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh, yes, that's right, because the girl came up to my door and I said, yeah, no problem. Put it on our... We'll extend it.
Yeah.
And then that was like kind of the end of it, because Jordy was very confused as to why the hell it's already been like 5 days. Because Jordy she doesn't realize like anything might be different about her body, correct?
Yeah.
Or
you just woke up feeling fine. I mean, you're not hungry. You just feel fine. I mean, you notice you're not like you don't smell like you've been like 5 days without a shower or anything. Like your character's probably almost like questioning it, like how could it have been 5 days?
Yeah.
How'd I even get back here? And it's like around noon right now. So it's about an hour after you were supposed to check out.
Okay, gotcha.
Right, so we went down and we checked in for a couple more days, apologized for the late, being late about it or whatever. And then, like I said, I sprayed Jordy. Did she light up like a fucking Christmas tree?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Love to see it. Jordy!
She's like, if you like sprayed her in the face, she's just gonna be like, what the fuck?
No, I didn't spray you in the
But
face.
then
I just I doused your body.
Oh.
Yeah, she's
Oh, I was imagining that you just started spraying the fuck out of me out of nowhere.
Yeah, your body
yeah, she's glowing.
Um,
seem to have a problem here.
Can I talk to the girl downstairs?
The front desk? Yeah.
Yep. I just want to basically ask her, like, hey, have you seen us come and go in the last 5 days?
Like, well, I saw you guys leave a few days ago, and I just assumed you came back in the night when I wasn't here. I just assumed you guys have been leaving and heading out since when I have been away at the desk.
Okay. Let's see. Has anyone checked in since we've been gone or since we've been here in the last 5 days? Anyone check in or out?
No, it's been a quiet week.
Has anyone been around in the last 5 days that you haven't seen previously?
Just the regulars.
Who would they be?
There's those one nerds who, with that one alien blog, who keep bothering you, and I mean, there are a few people in the other rooms. I haven't seen them either, but I mean, it's not. I'm not at the desk all the time. I'm often cleaning and taking
Nerds.
care of things.
How often have they been coming by?
I
The
haven't.
nerds.
I haven't seen them in a few days either. They give me the creeps, so I'm pretty thankful for it.
Have you seen them in the last 5 days since we
Mm,
last talked?
Not that I know off the top of my head. I'd have to really think about it, but no, I don't think so.
Well, thank you very much. And he's going to head back up to the rooms and relay this all to everyone else.
um, I always feel like those nerds got abducted too. Um,
Or they're the ones doing the abducting.
maybe. But so that begs the question: which pathway would we prefer to go? Are we just straight up?
Oh, wait. Can I also just make sure, like, she seemed like she was telling the truth?
Sure, roll a psychology.
Is it psychology or
Human.
human?
Human, yeah, human. Sorry.
62 under 64.
I mean, she seems honest, like she's been this whole time you've been sitting here.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
So you guys just sitting talking in one of your rooms right now?
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like Jordy is just sitting on like a bed, just like her head in her hands, kind of a little bit, especially after being sprayed. Does is it like one of those sprays where it fades after like so long?
Yeah,
Or is it like
it's if it doesn't last that long.
okay,
It's
that
like
I was just
it fades
wondering
after like 30 seconds, maybe.
okay, that's what I thought.
So you're sitting there on the bed, right?
Yeah.
Are your curtains open or?
Oh hell no, those curtains are not open currently.
Oh, okay.
But she just is like is it just me in the room or is it also like with Dick? Like who else is in the room?
I would assume we're all in the same room at this point.
Okay. But no, she's definitely like stressed out at this point, like more so than normal. She's just trying to wrap her head about like how in the hell did 5 days pass? What happened between the time of us going to that reservoir, heading towards it, to us waking up on our beds? But that also begs the question, are we just going to go straight to the reservoir during the day? Because it seems like a lot of this stuff is happening at night, where it just seems like we just black out.
Well, I feel like that's something we have to discuss in character.
Yes. So the way I look at it, we have two options. Go north of the reservoir and see what the fuck is going on up there, because that's the last we all remember, other than my fucked up nightmare and whatever else you guys have going for you. That was 5 days ago, apparently. The other option,
Well, I grew my toes back,
right? So
and I don't know how that happened.
something's fucking weird is going on up at that reservoir. The other option that we have is to pay a little visit to the aldermans, see what they have say going.
Well, I
Real
think
quick, where are the aldermen? Let me see the evidence for the map.
Do. We all walk over to this
They're
court.
they're most likely at town hall.
Okay.
Hey, unpause the fucking game, Zach. Push space, thank you. Bugs the fuck out of me.
in my little town hall across town from us.
Yeah, because we're at Merle Shodai, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think one thing we have to think: what do we think is the central hub? Are we more thinking we're going to run into a fight if we go to town hall? Or are we gonna? It almost seems certainly that we're going to end up fighting something if we have to go north of the reservoir, because that's where we were abducted.
I almost feel like we're gonna end up in a fight either way. The aldermen seem to be the center of all of this.
Where is the reservoir on the map? Is it?
It's to the north of town, right?
Yeah, I have another map I can give you guys.
Is it like northwest?
He's giving us a map. Give him a second.
Should have been on the cork board. We're missing all kinds of stuff on our cork board. Zach's fucking failing us. Fuck you, Game Master. I definitely do not
roll for heart attack.
Oh, yes.
Well, I was gonna say, Jordy, like I said, she's sitting on the edge of the bed. Her head is in her hands, and she's almost kind of like talking to herself mostly, but also at the same time, it's kind of directed at everybody else.
What is she saying?
Well, if you would let me finish, damn. She's just gonna kind of go. If we could just go in to the aldermen's. We don't know what is happening there. We don't know what's going up above in the reservoir. Every time we black out, I don't get it.
You should be able to see Grover's Mill map 1 kilometer in your evidence.
Okay, cool. But I guess she's just worried that like if hearing that the other two kind of talking about going in guns a blazing or a fight, quote unquote, it's gonna be a little obvious to everyone that is currently watching us, because she knows that there are people watching us, that we can't just we're gonna have to be a little bit more stealthy on that end versus if we kind of just head right up to the reservoir. We can kind of go in a little bit more inconspicuously.
Agreed. Town hall is going to be dangerous to go start a fight, because no matter what, even if there's not a bunch of aliens in town, we're going to be drawing attention, and that's the exact opposite of what we want to do.
I think we need to avoid attention.
I do want to point out, your characters would know this. You've seen the multiple sightings between the bright lights in the sky at night and the burns of the trees at the reservoir that point to something coming or going to the north of the reservoir.
So
I say our best bet might just be to go right to the source
and drive out there.
Yeah, so we need to act like some jump out boys here. We'll go out to our vehicle. We'll get just north out of town, and we'll get our bulletproof vests on, get our guns.
Yeah, the vests. does that like give us anything or like armor? Is there anything like that?
Oh, let me double check. I'm pretty sure there is. Um, yes, it adds damage reduction.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah, we'll get all our vests and all our weapons
So
ready.
you're just planning to drive around north of town and see what you can find, or are you going to talk with anyone? What's your plan?
I think, well, why don't we just head up there?
We didn't
Have
get
our
to explore
gear,
during
be
the
ready.
day.
We can act like we're investigating. And if anyone asks why we are all geared up, we can just tell them that we believe that there's some
We might be running into the
drug
cartels.
mules up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely like gang activity.
Yeah,
Well,
like drug
here's
mules
the thing.
are moving around up here.
I'd say we get out of town first and get into kind of an inconspicuous place because we don't want these people following us for this. The last thing we want
Oh.
is a news reporter trying to tail us out here and them see
Well,
all of this.
Well,
They might,
we
they might
can
follow us
start
anyway, but they
heading
might
up
disagree that we head up north
135.
first and then get loaded.
I mean, I can't completely tell, but I think that we could head up like 135, and then there's that side road. I think it's a side road.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's just like get out of town
Yeah.
first, like we're just going for a stroll. Then put all of our gear on, finish the trip. That way we're not like that one pesky reporter, what's his name, about the fucking alien freak. We don't want him following us.
He may
Yeah,
try
we
to
can-
anyway, though. But I definitely don't think we should talk to anybody about what our plan is, not the sheriff or anybody else at this point. I don't think they're going to give us any useful information, and we're just going to key them in on what we're doing. I think we just do this without talking to anybody.
So you guys heading outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we roll stealth to see if anybody sees us?
Yeah,
Like
sure.
if we're just able to get in without anybody noticing, even the strange people trying to watch us.
Stealth.
I do not have stealth.
Someone just roll
I'm
100. Oh, yeah, you did. Turns out you're not stealthy.
I was not stealthy either.
I'm gonna pull up my
You decided to try and go down the fire escape, which you used before. But you know how fire escapes have those ladders on them?
Yeah.
This one has one that goes up to the roof of the building, and when you open the door, you open it a
Oh,
bit too
fire?
hard. It hits that ladder, and it just
It doesn't matter.
screeches and like slams into the fire escape.
All right, let's
Yep.
come back into the building and just walk the regular way. Be less conspicuous that way.
Wasn't us. That just accidentally happened. The wind.
What the hell?
We'll all
Shut
just
up.
look at him and be like, all right, let's walk down the stairs. And we'll just walk out the front door and leave him and be like, yeah, he fell. We're just going to check up on him.
Okay.
Did I fall or am I walking? Am I
No,
down
it's
that
just
way?
you slammed the door open too hard, and it knocked the fucking ladder down, and it just made
I'm
a
just walking
horrible
down.
noise.
I'm just walking down with him, and then we're pretending that we didn't do that.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
So, you guys are heading to your Suburban?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Real quick, though, I want to spray the Suburban with the stuff.
You can in a moment.
Okay.
So, you don't need to make a. I was gonna say, Dick has a high enough alertness to realize this without rolling. The moment you walk out the door, there's already like across the street, not like immediately across, but like across and like slightly down the block. There's like 10 people who are just staring at you.
Of what?
And the moment you like look at them, they stop and all go about their business.
They're like weeping angels. They need to stop.
And it seems like whereas you guys are going to the Suburban, you're spraying the stuff on the handle. Wherever you guys look, there seems to be someone staring at you.
Just basically no matter what.
Like, if people are driving by, it's like their head immediately snaps in your direction the moment you're in their line of sight. And then the moment they leave the line of sight, their head snaps back to what it was doing. You have people walking by in the middle of conversation, pause their conversation to stare at you, and then start up again without missing a beat.
Like, are these the kind of stares, by the way, where they're just like there's no emotion on their face, like it's just deadpan
Yes.
whenever they're doing it?
Yes.
It almost makes me think that like these people are more like a conduit for the aliens to kind of like monitor people.
Who says they're aliens? Maybe they're demons.
Maybe
I
it's
don't
the
know,
gay
man.
agenda.
Might be the bullfrogs in the water, and it's
It
making.
might just be because they're all commies. And all commies must die.
They're putting something in the water to make the frogs gay.
Something like that.
So, you spray the stuff on the car door handle, and it glows.
I hate to break it to y'all, but we're a lost cause. That's it. Just letting you know. We're all infected. No matter what we say, do, we're done.
So, you guys hopping in the car and heading north?
Yeah, I mean, it's expected that.
Yeah.
I mean, we got abducted from the car, so it's expected that stuff's going to be there.
Yeah. I just want to know how. Like, are they just like woo, like us up to their spaceship or what? But I guess
So as we drive, can I just see if like anyone's following us?
Yeah, you can make a roll, but I want to point out it's even as you're driving, people are still just staring at you.
Well, I mean, like once we get like farther out of town.
Yeah. You don't even need to make a roll for it. Your awareness is high enough. No one's following you.
So,
One second. My wife's giving me a call. I will be right back.
okay.
So think about what your plan is when you get north of town. If you're just going to start hitting back roads, if you're going to try and look for signs, like what are you doing?
All right. I'm thinking based off the map. One sec, let me get back to that. That we take that one off road, and I mean, you can't really see any, but probably just find another road that we can go off of and kind of stash the car. That's above the reservoir and look down on it. What do you guys think?
I only see one road to the reservoir, and it looks like it's coming from the south. I assume that's the route we took before, where we got. But it does seem like there's some like kind of small circle-y building or something like that's a little bit north, like slightly northeast of it. I wonder if that's what we want to check out. Because we know it's north of the reservoir. It's north of the reservoir.
I'm back. My daughter decided not to sleep. So, you guys figure out what you're doing?
Do we have the reservoir photo up?
I have that.
Yeah, you can pull it up.
What's it called?
Groversville map, 1 kilometer.
What
1
floor was
kilometer,
that?
yeah.
Groversville map, 1 kilometer.
It's under the
I got it.
Evidence.
Okay, yeah, so it's to the north.
like realistically, you guys would like it. It's the '90s. You guys would have like an atlas in your car.
So the road when we went up to the reservoir before, did we go up this like tiny, almost impossible to see road? Like, did we come from the south, or did we go up to that road that's to the west of it, like northwest?
You would have went up to the road that's to the northwest, and then like pull off into like take a right to get to the reservoir.
Like off-roading? Because it doesn't
Not
seem like
off roading. No, it's a well worn path. You have to remember people swim in the reservoir. It's makeout point. Like it's not a paved road, but it's a common road. And like I said, you guys would have an atlas in your vehicle. It's the '90s, so you would have like local road maps.
Yeah, so I figure we just like go up that road, pull off somewhere, walk a bit, and then use binoculars to see what we can see.
So you're looking for something out of the ordinary.
Yeah, or if we see people, anything like that.
Okay, let's have everyone make a spot hidden then, or search, or whatever the hell it's called.
Let's see, where's that at? Sorry.
20 under 26.
I failed.
19 under 70. So
Hold on, give me 1 second. We're sharing the same computer.
yeah, because Anna's too lazy to get hers.
16?
19,
Sorry, 19 under, what was it?
40.
Under 40.
So no crit successes.
Okay. The only thing you see that's like close to the reservoir and north, and I'm gonna say this searching took like 4 or 5 hours. Sound reasonable?
I would
Be
say so.
driving, checking maps, stopping, looking around. Try not to look like talk to the locals, but like searching. So it's like between 5 and 6 o'clock. Okay. You see, the only thing that you really notice that's north of the reservoir is a couple farmhouses. Trying to think if there's any other roles I want to do. You notice just a couple farmhouses. Um, I'll give it to you. You do notice there's like farmhouses. It'll be like one, and then a mile later another, and then a mile later another, right?
Yeah.
You see, one of them looks like unoccupied and abandoned. The
Okay.
other two like have cars in the driveway. It looks like the fields have been tilled. The other one just kind of looks abandoned, overgrown fields. The barn looks a bit rickety. The other two look more well kept.
All right.
Well, do we want to check out the abandoned barn?
I was gonna say, I think maybe the abandoned barn first.
Yeah.
Because what is the best place to hide something? In plain sight.
So
In
you
an
guys are
occupied barn.
so you guys are heading to pulling into the abandoned farmhouse and just going to kind of walk up the hill to the barn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, looking for like any sort of like scorch marks or weird burns, or even just like something like out of the ordinary, even if it's just like something small, I guess.
Then everyone make another spot hidden.
No.
It is search, not spot hidden, right? Spot
Search,
hidden is
yes.
Cthulhu.
Go Cthulhu, yes.
Fucking loser.
Oh,
that was
crit fail.
Crit fail.
Fuck. 54
It's
over
40.
43.
Come on.
Oh, Yikes, that's a 97.
Well, I got a 55 under 70.
Thank God.
So, as Spencer reaches into the car to grab something he forgot, his elbow smacks the car horn for like a brief second.
I'm not used to not having to wear glasses. My depth perception's all off.
Yeah, your eyesight's perfect now. Isn't it great?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that.
In fact, like your eyesight's really good. Like by your estimations, you're smart enough you would know like what 20/20 means. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's like you can see whatever object
15, 20.
Yeah, like your vision's significantly better. Like not like you don't want to call it superhuman, but it's way better than it should be.
So you got 15, 20 vision.
Better than 15/20.
Is there better than 15, 20?
There is now.
Not technically, but yes. Like, I don't know if you've been telling everyone that, but that is the case, and you definitely did smack the car horn as you were reaching in to grab something. While this is going on, who passed? That was
I got a crit, so I got 55 under 70.
Jack McCock, yeah. A good thing you got the crit. So you notice two things. First off, there is another set of tire tracks in this driveway that looks semi-fresh.
Do they match our tires?
Believe it or not, they weirdly do.
All right.
Second thing you notice is you're walking kind of like you go past the farmhouse. You notice you recognize it, but no one else seems to notice. It looks like at some point in the field here, like some point semi-recently, like a helicopter may have landed or something, but you're not 100% sure.
Okay. So it's got like that, like push down kind of.
Yeah. Like it's all tall grass that's basically been left to grow on its own, and you see a big area that's like laid down, effectively a crop circle.
Okay.
So the tracks do match our Suburban.
Or at least a car that has the same tires as yours.
Yeah, something similar. But it is quite possible it was our Suburban that was driven all the way here.
So, you guys just walking up to the barn and swinging the doors open?
No.
Drawing guns. I assume we already put our vests on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, my vest has been on this whole time.
We would have our vests on, we would have rifles, we'd have the whole shebang.
Did we have rifles?
I have a rifle.
Yeah, you have a list of what you have in your Suburban.
I gotta find that list. I don't remember where the Suburban is. Inventory.
I have an STG 44.
So. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I don't see them.
So we got a Remington 870 shotguns. We got a good old 12 gauge. Some Colt AR-15 carbines. We have MP5s. I know what I've got. I'm rocking that fucking MP5.
I know Nicholas picked up a Sturmgewehr.
2 heavy plate carriers, level 3. Why are our plate carriers only level 3, Zach?
Yeah.
Because it's the 90s?
You'd still have level 4.
Fuck you. Did they have level 4 body armor in 95?
Yeah.
I'm not 100%
They
sure.
were
but-
developed mid 20th century, so that would have been. Yeah, it would have been in the 1900s at some point. Mid would be like 1950s.
All right, what did everybody take?
So fuck you. I got a level 4 on.
Fine, you have a level 4 on. Just mark down what you would have taken.
1940s, the British had it.
Okay. Just yeah, there should be an area. You do have in the journals. You do have a character journal. You can just put that in your notes. What you're taking up this hill. Remember the stuff you pulled from the green box. So one of you, I don't know who's carrying the mortars.
I have that stuff.
If,
That stuff's in my inventory. That I
if one of you are carrying a sword, if you're carrying the sword you found, Garrett, I don't know what you're doing.
Oh fuck yeah, I am.
Are you guys just walking up to the barn? Are you sitting there and doing surveillance? Are you talking about it? What's going on?
I would say like probably wait a little while and just watch and see if anyone's coming around or we see anything.
Well, what did everybody take from the car? Because there's only 3.
Well, we
There's
decided.
one shotgun.
We decided that there's enough for all of us for whatever we wanted.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
especially
because
as Nicholas has taken the Sturmgewehr. I'm assuming you're taking it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, then I'll take the
Yeah,
carbine.
so basically times everything by 4 that you see.
All right, I'm in a
take-
carbine.
I'll take the bolt cutters. Got my MP5. I'm a master with it. Ba-ba-da. I think we should each take a camera.
Should we take the Geiger counter? We're not worried about that.
Definitely tape recorders. Geiger counter wouldn't be bad if you wanted to take it.
I'll take it.
I'll take 1 trauma kit.
Where are these under again? I don't.
In journals, you should have, I believe it's in players. There's
Yeah,
car.
it's at if you go to it's the very bottom.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Ba-
What are you doing? It's in the car.
I don't think we need the money.
Obviously, we have the holsters.
Take the
Oh, of
long
course, yeah.
the long distance phone. Um Yeah, like I feel like the gloves, the mini flashlight, like that's all handcuffs.
Also bring in handcuffs. Handcuffs, definitely.
Yeah, we all have OC spray. Like, I feel like we basically have a fucking battle belt on.
So you guys are full battle rattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are your characters feeling right now? Go through what they're thinking about as they look at this barn.
I feel like if you look at Dick Bradley, he's no stranger going into combat. And even through all of his years, he's always kept a healthy amount of anxiety and fear going into a battle, but he doesn't show it. As you look at him, he's just like in the zone. He has his full kit on, and like he's there already. Like his whole demeanor has just changed.
So, are you guys having a conversation? Are you just walking up? I need to know what you're doing.
Jack is going to make sure that both Jordy
And Spence.
and Spence, like making sure they're both kind of doing well because he knows they're not used to this.
Yeah, and I feel like,
Like he's like, "Hey, you guys good? You ready?"
Right.
Um,
And Robert Bradley is kind of like going through a full checklist with everybody's equipment, making sure all of their shit's loaded, everything's full, everything's being worn properly.
I was gonna say that like Jordy, despite her, her dad raising her and and doing a little bit of like combat and stuff with him, kind of like him toughening her up for the world, I guess. Due to his background, she feels like she's out of her like out of her element. Um, but she's trying her best to kind of keep a calm, cool facade at the very least, just to kind of like, fake it until she makes it. Um, so like when she's having like Dick and everybody kind of going, "Hey, are you okay? Like, do you have this, and this?" Like she's like a little mentally checked out, but she's still going, "Yeah, yep, yep, yep. I got it. I got it."
Can
Yeah.
Jack roll something on her, like human, to see if he's actually good?
Yeah.
Hey,
And if you want,
how much damage does the MP5 do?
24 under 64. I don't know if you want to try and roll deception.
I don't know.
Give me a moment.
And what's our armor rating with the plates on?
The MP5 does I don't know, 1d10.
1d10.
Would be considered
And
under.
I'm just gonna
I don't know.
assume that we have 30 round mags for this.
Of course, I mean that's stock standard.
So is the 45 ACP 1d10 as well? Because that's what 9 mil is.
No, 45 ACP. I consider. It depends. How should I do? Yeah, that picture's definitely a 19. Just checking. Oh no, that is. So yeah, it does 1d10.
1d10. Okay, so 45 ACP and 9 mil. I mean, realistically, they do about the same in real life, ballistically speaking.
Yeah. If you go into, I believe you can see it in compendiums. There's a firearms, and I don't know. You might be able to just drag that into your character sheet.
Okay.
If you go to equipment and do add, and then hit edit on the new weapon, usually you can see like where did I see that
Hey,
you could
should,
do?
do we have the 228 or the 226? Do we have the compact or do we have the full size? These are important to know.
For what? The
The SIG. You have 15 rounds for the ammo.
Oh, you're full size. It's the fucking 90. So you carries
Yeah, it's
compact.
226.
Heavy pistol is 1d12.
Yeah, that's for like it. That's for 10 millimeter, 357, 44 mag, 50 AE.
Gotcha.
What damage do I put in for my AR-15?
That would be a light rifle.
Yeah, so that's 1d12
Yeah.
with
3 armor piercing. Yeah.
3 armor piercing?
Yeah.
Your Sturmgewehr is a heavy rifle, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I stuck it in.
Okay.
All right, we were on whether or not she was doing a deception check against
Can she
Jackson.
do? I don't see deception on
No,
there.
just roll your human in, and we'll see pass or fail, and then we'll see.
Oh,
if
I
she
got a 24 under 64.
Okay, and Anna, you were saying you're handling it pretty well, right?
I would like to say that she is trying to handle it well, but this is like her
That's the
first
feeling
kind of
you're
like.
getting, Nicholas. That she's trying to keep her cool and she's doing a pretty good job at it.
All right.
But
Also,
He won't really say anything. He'll just make sure that like her vest is good and all that.
just as a, so we all know, and I'm not gonna cheat about it. I am carrying my HK 1911 as my secondary. I did leave the Sig,
the gun that doesn't exist.
or yeah, or maybe like I have the Sig like as like a backup, like in the pack, in the back concealed or something. But
Oh,
the HK is what's
also-
on my hip visible.
Yeah, so I have the SIG, but in the inventory, it does say that we have a snub nose 38 ankle carry.
Yeah, you want that?
Yeah.
Spence is also just kind of saying he's all right. I think for him, his headspace is that he already accepted that this was a high chance that he was going to enter combat, being assigned to an op. And so I think he's at peace with it. I mean, this was more within his expectations versus, having his eye changed or glowing purple. So the body horror of what's going on with his body has freaked him out more than the fact that he's got to enter combat right now, potentially. So I think this is within his expectations.
Hey, so what
And
is, what's the
and I
armor
would say he
rating?
always,
Sorry, I thought you were done.
I'll say even though he hasn't been on an op, he always because it's part of his job still regardless, he always just, doesn't miss firearms practice. So he's still got his 40 with firearms. He's a good shot or a decent shot, even though he's never had to do it in actual combat.
All right, who's running point?
Probably me. I'm the most experienced.
Yeah, but then is it a good idea for you to run point or?
Lead from the front.
So you just walking up to the barn?
Honestly, either one of us could take point. We're both.
Well, if you're gonna take point, I'm gonna come in from. I'll be in the back.
Okay. So I have two more questions before we go, Zach. A.
Yeah.
Does our 9mm is a FMJ? Do we get any armor piercing? And B, with
You just have
level 4
FMJ
plates-
9mm.
Okay, so does that count towards any armor piercing?
No.
Okay, and then what's our armor rating?
Wouldn't it just be 3?
No, normal Kevlar is 3.
And we decided that we have level 4 plates.
Reinforced or tactical?
Yeah, so it's reinforced Kevlar, which is armor rating 4.
Okay.
I can't wait for us to do all this preparation and then walk into this barn and Zach's just like, it's an empty barn.
Yeah, right.
I hope you're excited.
So okay.
I'm not.
So as we go, Jackson, you know all of the hand signals from Delta.
Yeah.
Right. So
Of course.
we lock eyes. We've been through this shit before. We know what the fuck we're doing. We look at the other twos and we're just kind of like, just pay attention, follow us. Silence from here on out unless talking is absolutely necessary. I take point. I raise up my MP5. I start walking up towards the door.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
At least, yeah, probably.
say
we're
yes.
We're moving slow.
You're the point man, right? So how
Yeah.
far ahead of everyone are you?
I feel like we're in a single
Pretty close
line.
together.
Yeah, a single line formation, pretty close. Like probably, 2 maybe 3 feet in between us. We're we're getting into CQB territory here, so we're running pretty close together.
So I will give you a stealth roll you can take at a minus, we'll say 10 for
Why
him honking the horn real quick.
You fucking bitch ass. Failure.
That's rough. So you're up at the door of the barn. What are you doing?
So at the door, just kind of like whispering quick rundown. We stack up on either side of the door. I say I'll be the first one in. I'll sweep. I'll come in from the left, sweep right. Tell Jackson to come in second, come in behind me, sweep left. The other two come in and sweep forward from there. And while still being semi-quiet about it, like we're not trying to kick any fucking doors down. We want to open the door and be quick and deadly.
One sec. My daughter, I think, just closed out a fucking foundry.
Yeah, we did just temporarily lose connection to the server. The menace was Juniper all along.
I don't know how she managed to do that with one swipe at my keyboard.
Kids.
Alien.
Well, who wants to make the luck roll?
1 second.
Well, not me today.
Let me get back in.
I'm just curious who wants to make it. I'll take a volunteer.
It says I need an administrator password to get in.
Just refresh the page.
You should be able to get in now.
Got it.
Refresh the page.
I mean, if no one else wants to do it, I'll do
Pause
it.
the fucking game again now, motherfucker. We have to make a luck roll. That's just a D100, right?
Yeah.
I haven't passed a single one of my rolls yet today.
I did pass
all right.
mine, but I also critically failed twice. So
Okay, and I need someone. And let's say you all make a spot hidden on your way up.
oh boy.
Spot hidden.
Yep.
Or search.
Search.
Yeah.
Spot hidden. I got 26. Let's see, under 70.
28 under 43.
Success. 12 under 26.
Maybe Juniper was actually our saving grace. We just needed to.
She just needed a reset foundry for us.
Right. Thank you, Juniper.
So one thing you notice is the doors for the barn seem shut up. But you do notice the hayloft is open, and because you guys all got fucking successes, you do notice that there is a ladder laying nearby.
It's like we can't get in the door at all.
I mean, you can try. I'm just saying the door's shut up.
Yeah,
pretty
we're
tight.
gonna try to get. I think we should try to get in the door first, because going up a fucking ladder into an unknown area for CQB, trying to clear that shit out, not good idea.
Guys, I need 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm just curious how long it would take until you guys give up and just start trying to beat your Willy Pete mortar heads against it like cavemen until it blows up.
Hey, that's in the back of my. I'd rather fucking do that than go up a fucking ladder.
There aren't any like other entryways into this barn, or
Just start laying down fire into the barn.
I mean, there's the two big barn doors. There's a door, like just a normal style door off to the side of one of the big doors, and then there's a hayloft. And all of them appear to be shut tightly, except for the one in the hayloft. But there is a ladder off to the side, which is very clearly used to access the hayloft.
Feels like a trap. We'll go through the regular door.
They'll never expect it. Well, this is just one barn out of a few of them.
This is the barn.
Oh, the barn.
The barn. It's where the crop circle was. And our tire tracks.
All tires that were the same brand and make, and at least for
Can we
me,
tell
both
where
with the
those
same
went
frame
off
series.
to? Did that seem like it just went off back to the main road, or?
I'm back.
You just kind of saw a muddy imprint of them in the driveway.
Gotcha.
You would have got more if people didn't critical fail and everyone else failed. So your critical success is taken away a bit from that.
Damn.
Yeah, it's because we suck.
Alright, so we try to go in through the door.
So you try and open up one of the doors. Which door are you opening? One of the barn doors or the like normal,
Probably
fucking
one of the
38-inch by 80-inch door?
Probably one of the normal ones first.
I was gonna say, let's try the normal ones first. I feel like trying to go into through the big barn doors right at the second is just a recipe for disaster.
So you're seeing if it's unlocked, or are you trying to force it open?
Is it
Seeing if it's unlocked.
We see if it's unlocked first.
So the door doesn't appear locked, but it is not moving.
All right.
Like something is blocking the way, or it's just like
It kind of feels like something's behind the door.
So,
All right,
can
hear
we
me
take
out.
the ladder and just peek over and see in the hayloft?
That
You
still
could
seems
if you
that still
wanted
seems
to.
like a really bad idea because you're exposing your fucking head. I say that we go get a little bit of that C4 out of the car and just blow this fucking door off the hinges and fucking go in loud and fast.
Yeah, but
windows.
at that point, we could just launch one of those, the Willy P
Yeah, let's
in
just
through the hayloft.
yeah, let's just set the whole fucking barn on fire before we know what the fuck is in there.
Is that your plan?
Our plan
Can we?
isn't to understand; it's to get rid of it.
Is there any like cracks around the barn where we could see in? I mean,
Oh, that's a
if it's
really
an old
good
barn.
question. Make a spot hidden.
I'd probably be looking with him.
15 under 70.
10 under 43.
In fact, you don't see anything, which is strange because you literally don't see anything. When you shine your light in the cracks of the barn, it is completely black.
Burn it fucking down.
It absorbs the light from your flashlight.
Do we have
Every little
gasoline in the
crack
car?
you see, every little bit of like underneath the door jambs, like in the keyholes, everything is completely black.
How many of these fucking
So we're
mortars
just-
do we have?
You have
We're just
two.
blowing it up.
Question: do we have a gas can at all in the car?
Give you a list of what was in the car. I don't think a jerry can.
I don't think I remember seeing a jerry can.
I don't remember seeing one.
Let's just fucking Willy Pete it.
I know, but that's a waste when we can just burn it down.
What else are we going to use it for?
Right.
Well, we have two more buildings. We have two buildings right now to light on fire. We got two options.
Just use one of them. Let it fucking burn.
You don't have a tube to launch them out of.
We do have 1 pound of C4. Yeah, well, we're just
Wait,
going to put it
wait.
next to the. We're going to put it next to the barn and then shoot it from far away.
Question: is there like hay around? Is there like a lot of hay around?
It looks overgrown and abandoned.
Wait, but it's a mortar, right? So we could just
But I
hit it
mean-
on a hard
I
surface
mean, like,
and throw
hay.
it.
In theory, yes. But how close do you want to be
Yeah,
to the Willy
straw.
Pete mortar?
No, Zach. I mean, like, is there straw, like dried straw, hay?
Make a luck roll.
I 29 under. I don't know.
There's a few old bays of hail underneath the hayloft.
All
They're
right,
just
so
kind of like collapsed in on themselves.
Wait, now hear me out though.
we're gonna.
What if
Like
all
not
these,
not enough that you could stand on. Like you'd sink into them. They're not
what
like
if
tightly-
No.
what if all these missing peoples? What if they're in this barn?
Oh,
Well, they're fucking dead now.
We don't know. They're not dead yet.
You guys are having these conversations. I'm assuming you're not right. Like you backed away from the barn to
Yeah,
discuss
yeah,
this.
yeah. We're back at the
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jackson.
Yeah, you're.
Jackson,
it-
you wanted to put your head into.
It's
the
now like
fucking-
6:30. By the way, after you guys get loaded up, you get it's been about an hour with your discussions, getting geared up, and staring at the barn
Look,
and messing with the door to see if it opens.
Jackson, you wanted to do it so bad. Grab that ladder and poke your head up there. Tell us what you see.
all right. But first, let's pull that hay over next to the door and get ready to light it, if need be.
Is this a wooden barn or is it a steel?
It's wooden. It's the
Okay.
90s.
Okay.
So we'll just put the hay like kind of near the doors and stuff.
I mean, it's laying next to the barn, like near.
Okay.
Like it's not like it's far away. It's just kind of piled underneath the hay loft, like the bales were kind of abandoned there, or it's the remnants of a bunch of bales that kind of collapsed in the process of putting them into the loft.
Yeah, I would just want to drag some in front of the doors.
So are you? So
And then
I've
I will
heard.
go up
I
the
want to
ladder.
point out. I've heard C4 on the barn. I've heard put a mortar in front of it, shoot the mortar. I've heard like throw the Willie Pete mortar at it. What is and I've heard climb up the ladder and peek your head in the hayloft.
I am
I
going
need to know
climb
what
up the ladder.
everyone's doing.
We're fucking talking
I'm going
about
to
it.
climb up the ladder and peek in.
Are you doing that? Just is anyone else doing anything before that?
Well, we moved the hay in front of the door, like what he said. Right? Listen to our fucking words, Zach. We're talking about it. We're
I
figuring
heard
out
move
what
the hay
fuck
in
we're
front of the
doing.
door.
Right.
Yeah,
We're,
so
right,
that's all we're
talking
doing
about-
right now.
We're talking about what we're doing. We moved the hay. Everybody is out at the car, I feel like, except Jackson, who's gonna peek into the hayloft. I have my gun up, my MP5 up, aiming up at this fucking space that he's gonna peek his head into.
Say, I
Yeah.
feel like Jordy again that is at the car. She has her gun at the ready in case things go sour, anything else like that, or people just start running out of the barn. Whatever.
Okay.
And
Hey,
Jack is going to have his pistol in his hand as he climbs up.
Okay. So you place your ladder against it, and you start to climb up, and then you make a stealth roll.
A stealth roll.
Now, of course. Are you trying to just peek up and be like, "Honey, I'm home," or are you trying to like not be seen by anything
Not
that
be
may or
seen.
may not be
Let's
in there?
see. Oh, 11 under 33.
Critical.
Or under 30.
Critical.
Okay, that's a good roll. You needed a critical there. Is that what you wanted to hear or no?
Not exactly, but at least I rolled the critical.
So, you peek your head up, and you can't see that well. But what you do see is what appears to be some of the, like, from where you can see, interior walls at the bottom of the barn have been removed. There's some sort of material sprayed on the interior walls. And there is dozens of things that look similar to computers or TV screens or like keypad surveillance stuff on some of the walls, on some of the ceilings. Some are just hovering in the center of the room. You see holographic displays flickering between humans and then vivisected humans and animals and vivisected animals. And you see several tanks of a green liquid and something inside them. Make a spot hidden for that.
The search 26 under 70.
Rolling fucking rocks tonight.
I know. Shit.
You notice in the tanks, there's like a half dozen of them. On all of them, there's little gray men. But then you notice what appears to be on top of the tanks. It just, you see the tanks, and then all of a sudden, a second later, this creature is on top of them. Do you want to know what it looks like?
Yes.
I do. Oh, we burning this shit down. Fuck it.
I mean, I already know what he's gonna do. Fuck.
It's in
You
it's
see it?
in creature, your creature folder.
Richard.
What the fuck is
This thing
Okay.
is
this?
on top of the tanks that contain the gray aliens, messing with some sort of display, and you hear it clicking and buzzing, and like it hurts your ears a bit. And you're making a sanity roll.
Yep, I kind of figured that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Is it this fucking orange-looking
The flying thing.
burn it with fucking fire?
25 under 66.
45 under 66?
25. Oh, wait. One of the two. It was still under 66.
One sec. I
like
had the
this
fucking
creature.
sanity thing up. It's just my daughter decided to be hilarious to make things difficult.
It's just a 0, obviously.
Why does it look like an earwig and a bat and a crab all at once? Are these creatures the real aliens, and the gray aliens are just people that were turned into it? That's what I'm thinking now.
They're not necessarily aliens, so.
Yeah, you take 1 sanity damage for unnatural.
Okay. Fair enough. All
You
right.
also, like, this thing appears to be working the display, and you see many other things you cannot explain there, and you're pretty thankful you rolled a critical in stealth. So, are you climbing in there guns blazing, or what are you doing? Oh,
He's
by the
going
way,
to
after
motion-
like a second of it, they're messing at the terminal. You see it kind of lift off with its wings, and they don't like flap normally. And then it like almost phases out and rephases in at another terminal on the wall.
Okay.
What the fuck?
So he's going to motion over to Dick for. What did we get? Willipede?
Willie Pete, yeah, you got 2 Willie Pete mortars.
He's going to motion over to him for those mortars.
I'm the one who has them.
Okay.
I'm the one holding them now.
What's your intent here?
Okay.
Do you want him to bring you the mortars, like climb the ladder and hand you the mortars so you can activate them and throw them in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Or, no, what? No, wait. He's going to climb down,
Okay.
go and get the mortars.
All right.
How much? We have a block of C4?
You have a 1 pound block of C4 that's used to scuttle your vehicle if needed, or anything else you find that needs to be scuttled.
All right, sounds good.
So it's not a shit ton.
It's enough, though.
It's enough to make a small, like a room in a building or a vehicle, not really be anything anymore.
Okay, so this is what we could do. So you come back down the ladder and you come over and we start talking about this. So as you know, you got to hit the bottom pretty hard. You're gonna draw attention to yourself. You gotta hit it, throw it, get the fuck out of there.
Let's see.
I forget. Do mortars work that I know like there's a fuse in it and it has to be armed, correct?
Right, you have to arm it. So there's not usually.
But the payload isn't inert.
Right.
Am I right?
Right.
So
there's
if
not-
they
there's
do
not
have
usually-
sympathetic detonations, correct?
It's usually a force detonation. So like, you hit the bottom. So like, you have your base plate, right? So like, when you drop it, that's what arms it and makes it shoot out. And then when it makes contact,
launches
that's
it,
right.
yeah.
It launches it, and then when it hits, that's when it explodes. So basically, if you're doing it without a launch tube, you hit the bottom as hard as you can.
No, I get what you're saying, but I'm asking if like a sympathetic detonation is like if like a stick of dynamite. If you light one stick of dynamite, the stick of dynamite next to it will go off.
Yes.
Right.
Mortars
That's what I
are
mean by
like that,
sympathetic
yes.
detonation. Okay.
Right, like once they're primed, which is by hitting the bottom of it, then it'll go off. But I believe
Damn.
they have to be primed before they can go off.
Not necessarily. Not if something blows up next to them. They would just go off.
Do you guys want to rig a bomb to blow up the barn?
So modern,
Yes.
that's actually not true. They won't go off.
Not modern.
But I'm not sure about the mid 90s.
Well, also these could be older than that. I'm assuming they're most likely older.
Right, because like now it's not primed. You don't hit the fuse until it hits the base.
Yeah.
I mean, you could make a history check on the mortar to see if you can figure out when it's from, or a military science land, or demolitions.
Mm,
I'll roll.
damn. I wish I had luck.
Which one are we
One over.
rolling?
It could be demolitions, could be military science land, could be history.
All right, so demolitions is 40. History's not.
I got a 13 over 10.
Where's the military one at?
It will be at the bottom. You have some military science land.
I know I do. I can't fucking find it though.
It's at the bottom of your fucking. It's not like it's below unnatural.
Okay, yeah. So that's 60. So I'm rolling that. 23 under 60.
You know what? Strangely enough, this doesn't match any mortar platform you're familiar with, but you do notice some marked improvements of some modern mortar platforms. It almost looks like it's could be, made with 20 more years or so of military advancement.
All right, so yeah, then we're just going to assume that it has to be primed before it'll explode.
Oh, and by the way, you realize you may have just stumbled upon mortars from the future. That's a quick low sanity roll.
Fuck. Oh, 46 under 47. Bam.
No sanity damage.
Hell yeah, boys. Doing it. Robert Dick Bradley is helping out. Okay.
All right. What else do we got that we might?
You could try and rig them.
I think the best bet would try to throw at least one of these fucking things in at it.
Yeah, I would try and rig them. I was trying to think maybe trying to rig them with the C4.
You can do that. That would take a demolitions roll. Now let
I don't
someone
have
help to give a
demolitions, so-
bonus. If you can tell me a skill, it will require the main person who's doing it to roll a demolitions roll. But if someone wants to argue another roll would be useful, for example, like a electronics roll, A military science roll. What would be another good one? Artillery. I don't think anyone has artillery.
Now, the closest thing I
if
would
you could
have
just
would be
if you could just
firearms.
if you could come up with a justification for a roll to help, I'll give whoever the main person rolling as a bonus.
I couldn't hear anything you just said.
Sorry. If someone can come up with anyone can come up with a skill roll that they can argue is applicable, I'll give the main person rolling a bonus.
I mean, like, I have stuff. I'm afraid that I'm not going to roll very well.
And what was this?
Well,
You have some
to
stuff,
help-
Anna.
Huh?
You have some stuff, Anna.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have, like, craft electrician, craft electronics, I have craft mechanic, but those are all at 30.
Yeah, try it.
I guess.
It's to give aid
Oh, to give aid?
to Garrett.
Oh. I could do that. I mean, I could really use any of these. I would say probably, like, I don't know, mechanic, craft mechanic.
So I'm
Just
reading
wanna
a little
double-check
bit
if
more
we can
into the
push
mortars.
rolls.
So the new mortars, the fuse actually doesn't seem to be set anymore by hitting the tail of it. It's actually like wind driven. So like basically you'd have to throw it. You don't have to hit it anymore. You just fucking throw that bitch. And if you can gain enough velocity, theoretically, it would go off. There's a Medal of Honor recipient was throwing modern ones out of a fucking 2-story building, and they were going off, so.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, the closest thing I would have would just be firearms, but
We're talking about for throwing this fucking thing, right?
would
Well,
that be unarmed combat?
I might make that a strength roll to see how far you throw it, and then I don't know. I'd think of another roll
How
to
about
see
my
if
how about my military science land? Because like in theory, I would be able to like look at this and figure out exactly how it works and know what needs to be done.
So is your plan just to football throw it into the barn hayloft? Is your plan to manufacture a bomb out of your component materials that you have to blow up the barn? I just need to know what your plan is so we can start rolling some dice.
The best bet would probably be to go to the top of the ladder, throw this bitch as hard as you fucking can in the direction of this creature, and then duck the fuck out of there.
And then the other one, I would just lay next to the door, like the big barn doors, with the C4.
I mean, you could do both at the same time.
And light it, and then run off.
Well, C4 needs an electrical impulse, but again, I just need to.
Yeah, could probably break something up with.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could do something with like like computer science.
All right, make the rolls.
Well, is that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
So what exactly am I doing? Am I rigging up the C4 or what the fuck?
The C4. That's all you're doing.
All right. Give me the dice.
Bum 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 bum.
So are we? Are we doing this?
I don't
for
know who's
funsies
gonna
because it's
throw
cool?
the other one.
Are we doing this for funsies because it's cool as far as like having the second mortar next to the C4? For funsies because it's fucking cool and it's a fucking game, or are we trying to be like, this is real life, this is what would happen?
I'm trying to make sure that they can't get out of the door.
Well, wouldn't you blowing up the fucking door make sure that they get out?
Not with the Willipede. That would basically... everything in that area would be on fire.
Right.
Mhm.
And because like I'm asking this because the C4 going off next to the mortar round, from everything that I'm looking, actually in theory wouldn't set off the mortar round.
Okay.
So
So
like
we
we
wouldn't
could,
do that.
so
then.
like we could do this like because it's cool as fuck and our GM can allow it to happen.
No, let's not do that. Let's make it
You want it realistic?
more realistic. With old mortars, it would work.
Right, because like I mean, what we could do though is throw that fucking
If
first one.
if you say we want to rig it into be a bomb, then we'll roll some dice. Like you don't need to explain the science to me and how many volts you need to activate it. Like,
No, I'll just throw it at the door as hard as I fucking can.
It fucking bounces back and
Yeah,
kills us all.
fucking throw it and duck
They don't
behind
bounce
fucking
back.
no, throw it, duck behind cover basically.
that's what
Yeah.
you're gonna chuck it as hard as you can at the barn.
I
The-
guess with our superhuman
so-
strength.
So one of us can throw one at the door, and then the other person can throw one.
We should like crush
Through the
it
halo.
real quick, see if we have like superhuman strength.
Emma,
doesn't
you don't,
have to
you
be.
don't have to have superhuman strength.
Well, I just from the way you're making it sounds like it just needs to have like a bit more oomph to it.
No,
No,
he just said there was a medal recipient or honor recipient who threw it from a second-story window.
Well, look, the strongest among you is Dick Bradley, who's incredibly strong.
right. So I think what should happen here is fucking Jackson go back up to the top, throw it in, and as soon as he gets the fuck down off the ladder and clears, I'll throw it at the fucking door, duck behind the fucking truck for cover, and everybody will be behind cover when we hit the door.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right.
You're not going to be able to be right behind the truck. Like the truck is a good 200 meters from the.
Well,
barn.
I'm gonna run like fucking mad hell and try to get there, basically.
Okay, because the barn's in the middle of the field.
Right. So like
Not like the
whatever-
middle of the field, but it's like it's a ways from the house. I mean, you don't want the fucking barn animal staying right next to your house.
Right. So like whatever you think is a fair distance away, like I'm pretty fucking strong. That's how far away I'll be, and then I'll just turn around and fucking start running. I'm not gonna be a cool guy. Or I guess I will be a cool guy. I'm not gonna look back at the fucking detonation. I'm just gonna run like a mad out of hell.
Okay, so that's the plan.
Yep. Jackson
Yeah.
throws it, gets off the
You're
ladder.
climbing back up the ladder, Jackson. I need another stealth check.
Well,
Or are you chucking it in from the ground? It's just a second story hayloft. I mean, it's not like you're.
yeah,
fucking
I would
hitting
say
it.
he's throwing it from the ground to make sure it has more, air under it too.
So, what do you want to roll for this throw?
Would it just be strength
I was
or
just gonna say strength.
unarmed combat?
I would argue strength because it's the strength of no.
You can. I'll let you use either strength or dex, whichever you want.
All right. I'm gonna go with Dexter.
Because you are trying to aim for it,
Nope.
I'll argue dex is usable.
What the fuck, bro?
Failure.
What was it?
It was an 81.
Over what? What the?
70.
So, make a luck roll.
56.
Okay, make another luck roll.
I'm dead. 9.
You are lucky
Oh man.
because
for fuck's
it
sake.
didn't go off, and it didn't appear to alert anything. It just kind of it maybe hit like a vine and kind of muffled the sound. but it didn't go off.
Pick it up and try again.
I pick it up and do it again.
Make another dex roll.
Oh man.
my God.
Fuck yeah, a 3. Under
Make a
70.
Make a luck roll.
All right. 31.
Okay. So when you throw it, what is the sign you're giving to Dick Bradley?
Just him running like the mad at a
I'm just gonna start running after I throw
Okay.
it.
So, Dick Bradley,
He's just running.
your alertness is high enough you immediately notice him running and you're throwing it, right?
Yep.
You have to make a strength throw because you're just trying to throw this thing as hard as you can against this.
Yeah. Oh, 80 under 90.
Okay, make a luck
Shit.
roll.
Oh, Jesus fuck. It's just the D100, right? 70.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Make a trying to think what's a good roll for you. So you just throw it as hard as you can and you start running, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Make a constitution.
Hey, that's pretty decent. Let's go. Come on. 66 critical success.
Okay, so as soon as you throw yours, right before it hits, you do hear the mortar up top go off. You throw yours as hard as you can, and you start sprinting, and you feel a heat at your back and get knocked on your face. But you don't feel on fire.
Oh, thank God.
I don't think you want to know how much white phosphorus does.
Nope.
I'll tell you, it's 2d10 for 1d6 rounds.
Ouch.
Shit.
Just fucking get wrecked.
Sounds realistic, though, doesn't it?
Yep, get wrecked.
Yeah.
Get fucking absolutely shreked.
So, while Dick Bradley and Jack McCock are sprinting away from the barn, I take it Spence and Jordy are sitting at the car with guns
Oh, yeah.
drawn and on the.
Yep.
So, you guys see like the blinding white detonation of white phosphorus, and you all hear a ungodly shriek and chattering as you see several forms that just like what Jack McCock saw, like
The creature form.
appear at the one appears at the hayloft, one appears on top of the barn, one of them's on fire, and they just like, it's not like they fly like in the sense of flap their wings and take off. It's like one of them has like 2 flaps and then takes off at like Mach fuck into the sky. Is the barn just engulfs in flame. Everyone make an alertness roll. Oh, by the way, everyone make a sanity check except Jordy and Spencer make a sanity check. You're sprinting away, Dick, so you
Yeah, I
don't
see
see.
this shit.
70,
Why
that
don't
sounds
you
like a
just
failed
move-
sanity
No,
check.
I want to use the dice.
What
That
am
is a
I?
failed setting.
Fucking break
What are we?
against
That's a 1d6.
What are we rolling? Not the sanity.
You're
was the
not
other roll?
rolling.
No, what was the other roll?
Oh man, that was not good.
Make an intelligence check.
What was the other roll we were supposed to do, Zach?
Alertness.
Alertness.
You want me to make an intelligence check?
Yes. Jordy, you lose 1 sanity.
I got a
23 under
27 and
85.
a 24. They were both successes.
I also
Yep,
failed
my
my alertness. I got a 67.
My alertness was a success.
Okay, Spence, how do you want this failed sanity to manifest? You just saw these creatures take off. Let me go through the options again real quick.
Yep.
Been a while since we've had one of these checks. This could make what happens next really interesting. So you can flee, you can attempt to lash out, or you can like kind of go a bit catatonic.
Lash out isn't like I just attack it, start attacking.
Well, you just start attacking, or you can
Yeah,
kind of
that's-
like go catatonic and like dip into the car, or you can just attempt to take off in the opposite direction.
No, I think that he just freaks the fuck out as soon as he sees these things and starts just shooting at them, like without no concern about who might hear what's like he's just shooting now.
Okay, make a firearms roll.
$93 over
Oh.
40.
Make a luck roll.
$73.
Roll 1d4.
Two.
So as you go to just panic shoot, you what gun were you shooting with?
The carbine.
Okay, you do hit Jordy.
Okay.
So roll damage on the carbine.
Wait, this is shitty.
You're
Oh
dead.
god, 11.
Jordy, what's your health?
13, I think.
Yeah, but I
Good
had
thing you
like
had-
kind
Good
The
thing you have that
4.
body armor, so that's 4, so that's fucking 9 damage.
Well, it's 3 armor piercing on the carbine.
Oh fuck. So that's 3 of your armor doesn't count, so that's only 1 armor.
So
you take
10.
10 damage. I need you to roll a constitution check.
I got 58 under
You
70.
stay conscious.
Oh my gosh, I just got blown the fuck up.
Oh,
Congratulations,
you
I
didn't
get
even-
shot in the back. It broke your collarbone. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, all I know is that fucking like Spence just fucking whips out this gun and just goes boom, and then I just fly across the fucking grounds. And
I mean, not like that. You just get hit in the collarbone and you feel your collarbone broken. And you're bleeding.
Oh my-
So you can
That's
attempt
like
to
a
do a
lot?
first aid check. I'll say a first aid check can stabilize you.
Gosh, am I like bleeding out?
I'd say
From
no.
what? Why did you
You
sound
definitely need
disappointed?
to go to a hospital, but you're not bleeding out. If you went unconscious, I might say that. So I'm
Oh my
sure
God.
I'm sure
It's like-
Dick Bradley and Jack McCock saw what happened.
Did
Probably.
shooting like, really like do I realize that I hit Jordy and does it wake me up?
You hit her in your mad spray at whatever was in the sky. You don't immediately realize you hit her.
Got it.
On the bright side, you were next to your car, which does have trauma kits.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm not yet aware that I literally just hit her in a spray with the carbine.
So you could get her patched up.
But so do I know that she's hit? Like, do I,
I
hear her
mean,
yell?
I imagine she yells and you snap out of it. Like,
Okay, that's what I was asking. Do I snap out of this, or am I just
Yeah.
like, okay?
God damn. You just got the hardwood experience.
if you use the trauma kit, I mean, I feel like you don't even need to roll using a trauma kit. Like, it has directions on it. Like it's gonna have like clot. It's gonna have like everything's gonna have directions on it. And do I sound crazy for saying you shouldn't have to roll with a fucking full trauma kit like right
No.
there?
No, 'cause
Like it's
already-
designed so that anyone who can read and follow basic instructions.
Well,
can use
especially
it.
with 2 Delta Force operators right there, we know what the fuck.
Well,
is
you
up.
guys aren't right there, but his intelligence is high enough. He understands how
I
to
would
follow
say he
basic
would also
instructions.
know probably from getting training, on basic
Well, he has basic, like you all have a basic first aid.
medical.
Like,
Yeah.
and it's mostly you're just trying to like, okay, maybe I'll hit her with the morphine injector, put some like clot seal in there, wrap a bandage around it. Like you're just trying to stabilize her effectively, and it has everything to do that.
Am I able to do that now?
We'll say you start working on that right now. This will take a few minutes, obviously, and she's in a lot of pain while this happens. So, remember those awareness checks? Who passed them?
Oh, I didn't roll mine
didn't.
because I rolled
I did.
the first.
Well, those who passed it, you hear something, especially you military people, hear something awfully familiar.
Jeep, helicopter.
Yeah, you hear a Blackhawk. They have a very distinct sound.
Yep.
Cool.
And not only do you hear it right on fucking top of you out of nowhere. In fact, it lands like you guys just run to the car, and it lands right between you and the barn.
What the fuck?
And then a second one lands closer to the barn.
Huh?
I pull up my gun and just hold fast where I am, but like gun up. My MP5.
Same.
You see about 5 people get off the Blackhawk. I can show you what one of them looks like. In fact,
Meter.
one second.
It's gonna be in characters.
Yeah, it's going to be in characters. I'm fighting my daughter. An Adolf Lepus.
What's he look like that? He's too happy to see us.
Yeah, and he's got a big smile on his face as he gets off the helicopter. And
I don't like that.
And the 4 men behind him also have smiles. Jack and Dick, you don't need to roll for this because you guys have the military experience. No unit patches, no insignias. And their gear is top of the line.
Got it.
This is not standard issue equipment. They all have nods on. They all have like the best body armor money can buy. Adolf is smoking a cigar. Like several of them have beards, and they are all ripped. Like not like naturally ripped. Like they're probably using steroids ripped.
Do we recognize any of them?
No. And you also recognize the type. These guys are like, you know the look in the eye of someone who really enjoys their job.
So they're mercs.
That's the feeling you get from these guys.
Oh yeah, we're fucked. We're dead.
And the one and they all have their guns at like ready. I mean, one Adolf Lepus is carrying an MP5 SK with he has a glass on it, and you know how rare optics are in the 90s and how expensive they are. Like,
So they're
Are they like
two
actively
options
aiming
for
at
'em.
us, or is it just like
they're in ready position. They're not aiming at you
Right.
directly. And they're all the biggest one behind him. He's carrying a M240 Mod Zero.
Damn.
As they start
Like
walking closer, and the sound
they
of
they
the,
only walk. They only walk like a couple. Like the helicopter dies down, and they're just kind of standing like 50 meters from you.
right. So as they walk closer, and the sound of the helicopter fades back, I yell out, "State your business, FBI."
Adolf Lepis, smoking the cigar, pulls away from his lips, and you hear a thick southern drawl, and he's like, "Hey, Marty, what you think we got here? We know they're not FBI. What do you think? CIA, CDC, NSA?" One of the ones in the back goes, "My money's on CDC." He's like, "Huh? No. Look at them. Don't they look a little bit green around the gills?"
Who are you?
"I think it's time for you guys to leave. We have this handled here." You do notice in the back, there's the helicopter that landed closer to the barn. There's men jumping out in hazmat suits with, like, they're trying to extinguish the fire to get into the barn.
I slowly
Jack is gonna quickly find the card and call the handler.
lower my weapon.
Are you
Alright.
making it very clear and you're like calling the handler?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I lower my weapon. Like I'm still like, actively holding it, ready to fucking bring it up at a moment's notice. All
You
right.
go to, you do have the cell phone. You do attempt to call, and you just like, what phone are you using? Do
One
you
of
have a
the
satellite phone?
we have the burners.
Yeah.
You just get dial tone. Like it's
There's fucking satellite fucking burner phones. What the fuck are you talking about?
wait, what type? I'm just
Yeah, I
double
thought
checking what
we.
you have.
Prepaid long distance phone cards with Delta Green encoded line access. So like we should have
Those aren't
fucking-
satellite phones.
I mean, yeah, I realize that now.
Yeah, you just get dial tone. In fact, Jordy, just make a computer science. As you're laying on the ground being patched up.
As I'm dying.
Oh, look at that. 6.
6 under 60.
As you
So
notice,
Right.
as you notice Jack trying to call, you notice on one of the backs of the men there's like a big antenna rig, and you recognize it as a jammer.
So as he's going to make the call, I slowly lower my gun, still having it ready, and I call out to him. You say that you have this handled. The federal government said something different. Now, why don't we just come together, because we're apparently on the same side, and have a little bit of a conversation about what the fuck is going on here?
He laughs. Like the rest of them laugh as well. And he's like, "You look like a smart old man. Do I look like the conversational type? I'm doing you a courtesy here because I have a feeling of who you're working for. And I think this is the last chance to delta on out of here and get your friend to the hospital."
Jack says, Dick, just get in the car. We got to get her to the hospital.
Roger that. You gentlemen have a fine evening. We'll forget that we ever met. Hop in the car.
He kind of like, nods as they turn back towards the barn.
I mean, those things are
And
still
Jack-
flying around, right?
No, they took off. Like some disappeared, some shot off into the stratosphere at Mach fuck.
Look, all that I'm saying is that these quote unquote mercs definitely seem to be Delta Green, and they know who the fuck we are too.
Jack's
Right.
gonna continuously also call and like see until he can get a signal,
Well,
and then call.
I tell Jackson, put that fucking phone down. Once we get closer to town, we can make our fucking call.
Once you get about a mile away, you actually do like start getting reception again.
I was gonna say, like, if we're all getting into the car and, like, you know, he's still trying to call, in between, like, you know, breaths or whatever, I'll just go jammer. Like, he has a jammer.
Actually, I think it's a really good idea for everyone to make a Constitution roll.
Oh boy.
Why the fuck?
I almost forgot about this.
That's not a good fucking idea at all. Fuck you.
No, it's not good at all.
14 under 70.
16 under 75. Fuck you, Zach.
85 over 70.
19 under 55.
Okay.
Yeah, I fucking.
Who's
course I did.
driving?
Not me.
I
I'm
am.
dying in the back seat.
Yeah, I would assume
Mr.
it's either
Robert
Dick or
Bradley.
Jack.
You failed your roll, correct?
Me?
No, Robert Bradley, right?
No, I got
No,
16
he passed.
under 75.
Everyone passed except for
Okay,
Jordan.
okay. You pull off to the side, and whoever failed the roll violently throws up on the ground.
Well, we think she's dying anyways, so.
Yeah, that's fucking whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jordy she's not doing too hot.
That's fair.
Which is
Don't
fair. I
worry.
literally
You're not the
just
only one about to not be doing hot. In fact,
Oh, fuck.
as you throw up, the people who throw up, it comes up not like bile, but like a viscous mucusy throw up. That's about the time that Jack feels a searing pain in his foot, and Spencer starts feeling a searing pain in his head.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
So, Jack, and Spencer. Trying to figure out the best way to do this. This will work. So, Spencer, you remember how you have one blue eye?
Yep.
You feel like an intense pressure in that side of your head
Mm-hmm.
as the eye that you didn't recognize this morning begins to bubble away and start leaking down your face. Jack, you feel the foot that you felt woke up this morning and was magically healed is starting to melt away in your boot.
Hmm.
What the fuck? Ew. Oh.
Jack, let's say you take 4 damage and Spencer, you take 6.
6.
Not 5, Spencer. We'll say 5. And Spencer, you're going to have to roll a Constitution check.
47 under 55.
You stay conscious.
As I'm screaming and freaking out that my eye just melted all over my face.
Yes, and
I was just holding Jordy's pressure over Jordy's collarbone wound, and now I'm just screaming.
so it turns out Dick Bradley's the only one in any shape to do anything, right?
Good thing I'm fucking driving.
You do know where the hospital is. It's about a half hour away.
Yeah, I just fucking gun it.
Because there's not a hospital in this town.
Right.
Of course there isn't.
So, are you calling your handler along? Well, let's say you have to drive through the town to get to the hospital.
Yeah, well, we don't
And as
fucking
you're,
stop. We just drive through.
I assume that. But what you see as you're driving through the town is the first thing you notice is a car like crashed into a tree right on the outskirts of town, and the driver, his eyes are melted out of his head. You notice several people in town throwing their guts up on the street. Some have had entire limbs dissolve off of them and they're sitting there screaming. The entire town appears to be in chaos as the best you can tell, this proto matter and whatever was being put into these people is starting to fail.
Oh
Yeah. So
no.
as I see this, I call Hacksaw, or I call up on the phone. I call the handler.
Hilo? Yeah, Hilo.
Yeah.
He immediately goes, "What the fuck? I haven't heard from you guys in nearly a week. What the hell is going on there? I was about to send another team."
Look, you don't want to know the fucking details, right? So it's best that we just don't fucking talk about that shit. What you do need to know is that somehow we were fucking compromised. There was another fucking group there when we were taking care of the situation that I swear to God they know that we were fucking Delta and what the fuck we were doing here. They know the fucking organization that we were part of. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but this town just needs to get fucking wiped off the face of the planet.
He asks real quick, he's like, organization, like, any insignia, what, tell me about them. I need to know. This is important.
Group, they had Blackhawks, all blacked out gear, no patches, no insignias anywhere, top of the line gear.
You hear him swear under his breath, "Fucking majestic." Of course they had their fucking hands all over this. And I'll let you make a military science land on this to know if you've heard of that group or if it's come across your desk.
34 under 60.
You know, it was a group that kind of existed for a while, but like grew in scope post Vietnam and appeared to be handling like a lot of the, all the deep listening stuff into space.
All right, yeah, so I'm as familiar with the name Majestic.
Yeah. You'd also know that it's mysterious how their funding got significantly increased the moment Delta Green's funding got cut.
Yeah,
Because
so
you
he
were around
says
for OG Delta Green.
he says Majestic. I go, fuck.
Also, he again goes, "What the fuck do you mean this town is fucked? What is going on here?"
Do you really want to know the fucking details?
I need to know the minimum to be able to clean up the situation.
We used fucking Willie Pete, white phosphorus, to get rid of these fucking things that were causing all this chaos. And now, one of the people in our group, his eye fucking melted out. Another one, his toes melted. And we're driving through this fucking town right now and people are missing arms, fucking eyes, all sorts of crazy shit.
It's like, he goes, "Fuck, okay, I need," he says, "Okay, I'll get the CDC there. You need to make yourself scarce."
Already on it.
He's like, "I need you," he says, "Get your people to the hospital. I'll have someone pick up the car and we'll handle the debrief there."
We're gonna get
Make a driving roll.
Driving. Oh shit, my driving's not great. 45 over 20.
Make a luck roll.
54.
Okay, I need Jack Jordy, and Spence to all make Constitution rolls.
God, how many constitutionals do I got to make today?
All of them.
Ooh,
Quite a few.
58 under 70.
41 under 55. I passed all of them though.
Jordy's failed all of them.
Yeah.
Jordy,
I'm dead. It's okay. I get it.
roll a d4. Let's play the game.
All right. 1.
You don't die.
Oh!
He gets held up in traffic along the way. You lose some more blood. You all get to the hospital.
Damn.
And Jordy, you have to spend a while in the hospital.
That does not surprise me.
Spencer, you have to spend a while in the hospital. You have burns to your face and lost an eye.
Yeah.
I just lost my toes.
You have to spend like a day in the hospital.
So much for that fucking eyesight.
Yeah, I got superpowers for a second time.
I got my toes back for like a day.
And let's just do a little jumping around here. Jordy, as you're sitting in the hospital, you flipping through the TV, you do see a news talk about a factory explosion in a small town called Groversville. That was, sorry, not factory explosion, a disease outbreak in a small town called Groversville, a flesh-eating bacteria believed to be linked to being linked to cartel activity around the city's reservoir, and that the CDC and FBI are investigating.
Mm.
I feel like we should. I feel like we should just see like how everyone's character's handling this. You've all taken some sanity. You've all seen some horrifying shit, and now you have to go back to your normal lives.
I shot a coworker accidentally.
As is tradition.
Always have to have one. Fuck yeah, it wasn't me for once.
Yeah, it's true. This is normally your wheelhouse to just try and be fucking us during every combat and call it Cthulhu.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm usually the one
you
that
hit
gets
a
shot at.
breaking point.
Who did?
Yeah, I did hit a. I did hit a big.
Realize. You should have told me because
I wasn't looking at it. I saw that it went to 51. I thought that's why you had me roll the fight or flight thing.
Oh no, that's just for you passing that check.
Oh shit, I'm
yeah.
2
You
away
get
from
a
mine.
disorder. Congratulations on getting a disorder. Let me see. Sample disorders from unnatural, because that's what caused it. You could get obsessive compulsive disorder, megalomania, paranoia, sleep disorder, depression, dissociative identity disorder, depersonalization disorder, amnesia. Pick which one you want.
How many are there?
I'm
Options?
just listing a few. Like, I think obsessive compulsive fits your character the best,
It does.
especially because you like mildly had that, and just turn it up to 11 would be interesting.
Yeah. All right, we'll just go with that. It's got OCD now.
Congratulations. Oh my goodness, that one's a bit rough, but it's okay. Things need to be perfect in your life, and if you lose sanity, like 2+ sanity, it can trigger an episode of your obsessive compulsive nature.
Yeah.
But let's start at the top. How's Jack McCock handling his life with less toes?
Well,
And having to go
I
back
would
to your
say
CIA field desk job. And what are you telling your boss about what happened and why you're down a few toes?
I think he would just. I mean, I'm trying to remember what the cover was, why he left. Because it's not like he just went on vacay. He'll just kind of say, "Yeah, that joint op that I went on went a little awry." Just kind of, being like it was a hush hush operation, can't really talk about it much.
They understand. Jordy, you were laid up in the hospital for a while with a broken collarbone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do I have like any like bullet hole wounds or anything?
I mean, yeah, you do, but it was pretty easy for your FBI credentials and being like, hey, we are investigating a case, nature of its, national security. It's classified, but, we need you to patch her up type deal.
Yeah,
No questions asked, no police report. You had the badges and credentials.
yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, the fact that she got shot by a coworker, I mean, I feel like Jordy was already a pretty seclusive person before, but after this, I feel like she almost goes like no contact with like anybody. Like even going back to work was a little hard for her.
Did you call your parents
Um,
and tell them that you were in the hospital for a week?
uh, Probably like a little while after the fact. Like she did, like her mom is a nurse, and she just did not want her mom to like fucking know at all because she didn't want to have to explain everything. She didn't want to have to relive everything again. While also trying at the same time to be like, well, I can't really say, but knowing her mom would be like, but, and she's like, no, I don't want to talk about it. So she probably doesn't let her mom know until like a few weeks after, like she's mostly healed or however long it takes to heal from something like that. But I would say that she even develops like kind like my sanity was very close to hitting a breaking point, but I would even say that she develops like a sleep disorder because of everything. Like she
Maybe
doesn't sleep very well anymore.
you keep seeing those things that were flying away from the barn in your sleep.
Pretty much, yeah. And she always wakes up in like a cold sweat because she feels as though I she's always like reminded of like the quote unquote abduction. Like she doesn't remember it. She didn't see what anyone else saw, but it's one of those things where she doesn't feel safe anymore. Even when in her own bed, in her own place, it doesn't matter.
Okay. So, Dick Bradley, how do you handle coming back to your wife?
Uh, I think that he realizes how close he was to death, um, and like how low his sanity is. Like it's not his first rodeo by any means. It's like he just hugs his wife a little bit tighter, and tells her that he's hanging up his boots permanently. Uh, he basically
Finally collecting that fucking pension?
no. He's staying in the army, but he decided that he's just going. That's all he's ever known. But he's done doing field work. He's just going to like he stopped at lieutenant colonel, and he's had opportunities to go further and has declined. So now he's going to start climbing that ladder even further and just become a full-time egghead.
Okay. Um, so Spencer, here's the real question: are you going eye patch or glass eye or
He's gonna go eye patch.
cool?
Um, Actually, so how badly burned is his face?
It's just a small, like the burning healed. It wasn't like third-degree burns. It was just that stuff
So, like,
almost boiled away out of your eye socket.
right. But
I
the
don't know.
skin,
Glass eyes are pretty cool.
the skin
Or you
itself
could get
pretty
like
much.
a gem, like a piece of rounded off obsidian to put in your eye socket.
No, he's gonna go eye patch, at least for now. I'll see if he changes that down the future.
So what do you tell, your mother?
I think that I think this damaged her bond, their bond, because I think to her, like, I think she's also a worrywart, where like that's where part of his personality came from, and this wasn't like it wasn't the sole reason he wasn't a field operative. But, it did help that he was able to tell his mom, "I'm not going to do field work. I'm going to be a desk guy. I'm just going to provide support from behind the scenes."
And now
And
you run away on something classified and come back hurt.
yeah, I come back hurt, and like she wants me to like quit, but like Spence's like feelings on what he does to begin with is like that it's too important to quit. Like there's a reason he's in all of this. So like his bond with her has definitely become more damaged as she's very, very upset that you.
How much do you think it's damaged? Do you want to roll dice for it? Do you just want to remove a bit?
Yeah, we'll roll a dice for it. I mean, my inclination is to go probably down the score. It's at a 10 right now.
Yeah, you could roll a d4 or do like half a d6.
Let's roll a d4. Oh, it only became a 1, so.
Okay. I mean that's really, and especially because you came back with a bit of more obsessive compulsive.
Yeah.
Like,
I think to begin with, like he was panicking. Like I think he panicked the first day when they sprayed the purple stuff and he realized it was inside of him. Like he went back to his room initially before he heard the tapping, was like compulsively scratching himself, like tugging at his skin. And then the eye thing and then the melting, like I would say he just has a nervous tick along with the OCD where pretty much just always scratching at his arms. Like you can just see like his arms are just full of red marks all the time.
by the way,
It's just his.
in the debrief, they did spray you down, and none of you glow purple anymore.
All right, he feels good about that.
Yay.
But the thought about it still scares the hell out of him. Like losing, I think also seeing how bad it was maybe for other people, like realizing like when they drove through town, like other people had a lot more taken from them and replaced that is now gone. Like the loss of bodily autonomy like terrifies him.
So, how do you guys like Convergence?
It was a lot of fun.
Were you
Yeah.
expecting that at the barn?
Not completely.
Kind of,
I mean,
but not completely.
I was expecting something there.
I was expecting a fight.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this to basically just be like, go home.
Well,
That's like, all right, well, we don't have really a choice because I already shot one of my coworkers. We're not going to fight here.
what did you guys
I
think?
think we made the right choice with the Willy Pede.
I can tell you, I don't want to pull back the curtain fully, but I can tell you, if you went into that barn, I don't think any of you would have survived.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
that
like
was kind of my feeling.
Well,
There
But
was-
especially
if
how
we went into the barn, we wouldn't have made it out.
There were 6 of those things in there.
Shit. Oh yeah, no, we would have been cooked.
And like their weapons did like a fair amount of damage. And that's not counting the grays they had in the tubes.
Grays. Yeah. I kind of figured. I was like, oh, these things are probably controlling everybody.
Did you guys want to hear what was going on with the alderman?
Yeah, kind
Yeah, I
of.
figured we might as well, since we never broke in that.
So, I'll tell you what would have happened if you guys went there. So if you went there, you would have encountered the sheriff and two of his deputies would have been waiting there for you, telling you they're really busy right now. They can't see you. You'll have to make an appointment. And if you make an appointment, you might be able to see them tomorrow. If you forced your way in, you would have had to fight the deputies and the sheriff.
Would have been fun.
If you got in, let me see how they describe it. The aldermen have come under the influence of the one flying aliens you saw and have morphed into a disgusting mass of protomatter.
Okay.
It's basically a giant writhing mass of that protomatter and like 4 people enveloped in it. And one of them can leave at a time.
Ew.
One of them would have came out and spoke to you and told you they're really busy doing taxes and they can't talk right now.
So here's a question. Were they actually aliens or were these like some other kind of monster?
I feel like I should tell you just because it's fun and Lovecraftian lore. Like, you guys could look it up and find out on your own, so I'll just tell you. What you encountered were the Migo, which are from Pluto, believe it or not.
Okay.
And they're known for
yeah.
they've known to have been on Earth longer than humans and have just been experimenting on them randomly. No one knows what they get out of these experiments. No one knows why they do them.
Basically, they just do them for shits and giggles.
Yes. The Greys were basically puppets controlled by the Migo to trade technology with the U.S. government, so they would leave the Migo alone to run their experiments, but the government didn't know the Migo were actually the ones controlling the Greys.
Ah.
Okay. So they are aliens.
Yes.
But not the kind we were thinking of. Cool.
Well, I knew that. I was like, the gray ones are probably. That's got to be just like a
puppet thing. Yeah.
I initially thought it was just maybe a hallucination.
Yeah, the Migo are multi-dimensional entities. Like, they are so unlike anything we have. Like I said, it flapped its wings twice and took off at like faster than the speed of sound. Sounds fun. They don't make sense how they move.
And
none of their
good
stuff.
Thing I got that crit on the stealth.
Yeah. And they're horrifying. The protomatter spawn would have been really rough for you guys.
I'm still surprised we all made it out alive. Although I didn't get to use my STG 44, so
that's really cool because it gives you bonus damage for having Irish ancestry.
Maybe in the next one.
I know I didn't get to use my sword or my HK.
Here, one quick thing. Who does your who would you say your character's worst enemy is? Like, would you hold a grudge against the mercs who are NRO Delta units who told you to fuck off?
I think with him hanging up his boots that he would just kind of put it behind him. Why?
Do you have a disagreement with a neighbor about how your lawn's cut?
Yeah, sure. I was in a fucking HOA, and the HOA is a bunch of cocks.
How often do you mess with that sword?
Not very, very often. Every now and then, I put it up and like on display.
Let's say we fade out with you picking up the sword one day because you notice something's off, and the text on it's changed ever so slightly.
Uh-oh.
And it says, 1 second. Where I need to find it. Sorry, I need to find the translation on it. Well, my daughter attacks my computer violently.
That's her job.
What is she still doing up?
Sometimes children decide not to sleep. Am I right, Garrett?
Very true.
Sorry. Give me a second. I will find it. I know where it is. I just have to go back to it. So it did say, "Death to all enemies of the one who bears me" in ancient Greek. But when you pick it up this next time, it says "Death to," and it lists the name of the president of the HOA, and it says "For the one who bears me."
Oh.
Damn.
And weirdly, you feel irrationally angry at the HOA when you pick up this sword.
Is it irrational?
I mean,
I think being pissed off at the HOA is never rational.
Irrationally violent. That violence is what's irrational. You go from just going about your day to picking up this sword to just smiling at the thought of plunging it into the HOA's president of the HOA's chest.
Now, do I catch myself and like put
We'll
it back
just end
down?
it right there.
Okay.
So we'll have to decide what we do next if we go back to Call of Cthulhu, if we do another Delta Green op, if we do something else. We have 2 weeks to decide what we're doing. Preferably 1 week so I can prep something.
I say that we go back to England with Call of Cthulhu. Do that for a little while because I know that's a really long campaign. Do that for a little while, then switch back up if we want
But
to.
we'll see. But I hope everyone enjoyed Delta Green.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
it was fun.
Definitely want to do another one.
Yep.
But
Did you guys have all of your questions answered?
no.
Yes, but no.
I mean, I actually feel pretty good about it.
If you went to confront the alderman, there's a good chance the party may have been wiped. If you went in that barn, there's a good chance the party would have been wiped. If you went to confront Aldous Lepus and his cronies in your state, you would have been wiped.
So we just got insanely lucky. That's all.
You made good decisions when you decided not to go in the fucking barn.
Our penchant for being like, maybe we shouldn't start a fight here every single time has kept us alive.
Yes.
Pretty
one
much.
of the things in this campaign. By the way, this little campaign was the first Delta Green campaign ever made when it was just a rules conversion from Call of Cthulhu and wasn't ever officially a thing.
Oh, wow.
And it predates the X-Files, weirdly enough. Like the TV show.
Interesting.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like X-Files borrowed some stuff from it, honestly. I've been watching through it again just for inspiration for this stuff.
All right.
All right.
Well, and with that, until next time.
Yeah,
Until next time.